Alright, welcome to my first look at Battle for Neighborville on the Switch. Today is March 19th, 2021, and it is the release date of Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville to the Nintendo Switch. So we're going to be taking a first look at it, and then later today, hopefully or tomorrow, I'll have a review fully of the game and some more videos and streams to come. So as you can see right here, we're loading in Battle for Neighborville, closed to invasion or whatever it said. Didn't quite read it. And as you guys know, I've done Battle for Neighborville videos on my computer before, but this is the first time playing it on the Switch here, and as you can see, it is the March St. Patrick's Day backyard, which is cool. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so before I get into it, I just wanted to say that we're going to be testing out the new features today and showing you what's different in the Switch version and whether or not I think it is worth picking up. But obviously the full review will come later, so if you want to wait until I've played the game for a little bit, keep in mind this is a first look. So as you can see, we have Major Sweetie right here. Wow, you're the new recruit. Awesome, Major Sweetie. The fight Battle for Neighborville is getting invaded big time. All these zombies want to get these brains. Get these brains? I don't know why I said that, but they do want to get these brains, but instead they're going to get destroyed. Then I'll water myself in their tears. Yippee hooray. How do you want to help? Alright, here we go. So we can go into Explore, which are that's the single player, I believe, into the campaign, and then online multiplayer is Battle. So I'm gonna go into, I don't know which one I want to do. I'm gonna go into Battle, probably because I don't want to go into a game. I just wanted to go into the Giddy Park. Is that an option? Oh no, okay, apparently we're going straight into a game. I might have to back out of this because I did want to check out some stuff before I went right into a game. But this is cool. This is Pressure Pier. As you can see, the graphics so far are a little bit slower than, yeah, I'm gonna exit to Giddy Park here. Okay, so we're getting welcomed back. Okay, alright, so this stuff's still the same. Basically it's gonna tell you this is a multiplayer portal. Over here is the Giddy Park where you can practice combat, the character booth, and the team switch, and of course you have the single player areas. You get 2 of them for each side, so 4 total. Alright, there we go. So we can find the mini stuffies. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that later. But this is kind of the tutorial where you can learn about each of the different areas of the game. But as you can see, the game, I'm playing docked right now, so I'm playing on my computer monitor. And as you can see, the game is not running nearly as well as it would on PC. That's to be expected. Obviously, the Nintendo Switch isn't as powerful of a console as, say, the Xbox, PS4, PS5, whatever you play on. But it's still not terrible. I think it's better, at least less noticeable when you're playing on the handheld mode. I haven't tried that out yet. But obviously that is a good feature, is because there's offline play, as you saw on the title screen, which is good if you want to play against bots and do the single player, because the previous versions of BFN you had to log into the servers, which was a little bit annoying at times, but that's a good feature they ported over, because this is the complete edition, which is good. And another thing in the complete edition is Rux. If you remember, he used to sell stuff using rainbow stars, which is basically a premium currency. You could get some rainbow stars from quests and little things, but it wasn't a lot. So if you really wanted to take advantage of it, you would have to play. But as you can see, let's go talk to Rux here. And he should be, yeah, okay, so you can claim gifts, all that kind of stuff. Alright, we got, oh yeah, the pre-order gifts right here. Okay, so we got Chickpea. I'm going to do a separate video on these as well. But as you can see, there are some emotes for the pre-order, and then we get 2 legendary costumes, which are pretty cool indeed. Okay, so as you can see, Rux right here, he is selling all of these items, and as you can see, they are only for coins. So this Celestial Beauty thing right here. That is a coin only purchase, which costs 200,000. So I think that's the price for legendaries. It seems to be, I guess some of the prices vary, but it looks like a legendary costume shouldn't cost more than 200,000. If you hop over to the character upgrades, they cost 60,000 a piece, which is good. The characters cost 500,000, so they're a bit steep, but these upgrades, which came out in the prize maps, now you can buy. I think you could buy them before, but definitely not with coins. Another thing over here is Wingding with the prize map. This is one of the coolest features, I believe, is in the complete edition. And as you can see, the prize map is still here. Even though they stopped continuing or supporting the game all the way back in September, as you can see right here, Wingding still has the prize map. And what's different about this is that you can still get prize bulbs, but you can choose which prize map you want to go. So obviously right now it would be the Luck of the Zombie normally. But as you can see, if I wanted to hop over and let's say I wanted to get the kitty cap, right? I go to food fight. And if it would ever load, there we go. As you can see, you can spend your prize bulbs on different prize maps. So it's basically, you don't really need to wait, which is a really nice feature. So, if you wanted to get a costume, but it's not, the month, you could do that, which I think is a really cool feature of the complete edition. So that's something that hasn't been in BFN. And like I said, everything is used with coins. So I don't have any coins right now, but basically, you get coins from just playing the game. There's no other way to buy coins, and so the game is completely free. There's no pay to win. I mean, I guess there wasn't really pay to win before, but I guess you could say that buying those upgrades is pay to win, even though they're not that hard to get. Technically, you could make the argument it's pay to win. It's never really been that much of a pay to win game, per se, because most of it's just cosmetic. But if you ever had that impression, it is now completely gone. It's no longer a paid game. You pay the $40 up front, and you get everything in the complete edition, which is really nice. But as you can see, yeah, like I said, the graphics are subpar at best. I think you can run it at 720p when you're handheld, and then like 980 on the dock. If I'm not wrong, I think it's close to 980. I know it's 720 on the dock, but it's not 1080p on the dock, the dock which I'm playing on now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into a game really fast, and we're gonna see how the multiplayer runs, because another big change of the complete edition on the Switch is let's play into some nightcap right here, is the ability to only play with 8 players. So I believe it's 8 on 8 rather than 16 on 16 for any of the, so it's 16 player total, so that don't be fooled, it's not 16 on 16. It's just 16 total. Okay, this is the new private play option. I was trying to look. I don't know why it says Team Vanquish is a weekly event. I'm not sure why there's only 2 modes here. Is that normal for BFN? I haven't played it in quite a while, so maybe that is normal, but that seems a little weird. But as you can see, you kind of get you get a coin modifier here for playing on the private play. So obviously you're not going to get as many coins for this, but there are all the modes here. I just don't know why you can't play them on the normal multiplayer. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But whatever, we can hop into some Team Vanquish then, just to play a quick match and show you how the multiplayer runs. Okay, looks like we're into the game. I'm actually going to go with the pea shooter here, just because it's a classic. And as you can see, if I press, I think it's this button, yeah, so it's only 8 on 8. So the matches are going to take a little bit longer. But as you can see, at least on day 1, we do have a full lobby, which is something I cannot say happens often on PC. Especially PC. I used to play on Xbox, but ever since I got my computer, I stopped paying for Xbox Live Gold for good reason, because I just don't have a use for it when PC is free. And so you ended up getting like lobbies with 1 to 2 people, and you couldn't really play the game with that. But now they added private play, which they didn't have on PC, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it is a good feature in case you were wanting that. I'm going to be usually playing, hopefully, online, because I have no reason to play private play. But if I was going somewhere and taking my Switch with me, it would be a really handy feature. And as you can see, the game plays almost exactly like it did before, just with obviously minor graphical, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Minor graphical hiccups, I guess. It's not as clean as, you know, the PC, which, like I said, is to be expected. But the game feels the exact same in terms of playing, even with the limited amount of players. It feels, at least in Team Vanquish, it seems to feel like the exact same, regardless of how many players there are. Maybe a little bit less hectic, but to be honest, I don't really notice that much of a difference. There's still players everywhere, and it looks like the game is starting off alright in terms of getting players. I was kind of worried about that because the game obviously isn't getting support anymore, and so it was, you know, kind of a question whether we would be getting players that were interested in getting BFN on the Switch, but it looks like we are, and I can't play the game still, so that's nice. Looks like I'm going to need to get my practice back in because I haven't played BFN in a long time. But yeah, as you can see, basically everything is the exact same with some minor improvements to the game overall. The only thing that's really a downside is the graphics and the limited player cap, which isn't all that bad on Team Vanquish. I'm not sure how it is on the turf modes, but we will see indeed. And then, like I said, the stuff about... sorry, I guess I shouldn't be focusing on the game here, but the stuff about the prize map and then the rucks, the completely free coin mechanic is really nice, and I think that's gonna definitely make that's a huge step for EA, because I don't want to rip on them or anything, but they are known for maybe having, you know, a few mechanics in their games which are pay to win and very interesting business style, which is centered around making a lot of money, which you can't blame them for, but sometimes it does seem like it's a bit much. But as you can see here, the game is just as fun and goofy as ever, and I'm probably gonna hop back into some Giddy Park here, and we can try out the offline mode. And another thing that I forgot to mention actually is motion controls. I'm using a Pokeball controller. I would show you, but I can't. Maybe I'll do it. I have a webcam now. Maybe I'll do a video later, but this controller doesn't use motion controls, but if you have the Joy-Cons or one of the Nintendo official Pro controllers, I believe you can use motion controls on the game, which is interesting. I believe that they are only usable for... I thought it was only online play, but I'm not entirely sure. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but that's something I heard. But obviously I will check that on a later date. But yeah, as you can see, let's try this out in these settings. Controls. Yeah, right here. So motion controls. You can turn them on and off. Obviously they're off right now because I don't have a controller that supports them. And I don't really use motion controls all that much. I use them in Splatoon, which is another game on the Switch, which is similar to BFN in terms of the crazy art style and all that. So I think that's a lot of that's what's gonna drive a lot of people into playing the game, is just Nintendo has a lot of games that are very unique and very creative, and that's something that I feel like is a really great thing that was brought to the Switch, because Plants vs. Zombies is a game that it honestly I could see it doing really well on the Switch. I don't know if it will, but I could see it happening. It's a really great game, and I hope that it does work out well, because I'm going to be doing videos on it as long as, you know, the game is still going and I still have 0 coins. Oh, it looks like, I don't know if this has changed, but the capsules are 15,000 apiece now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they used to be 30k. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that, but I think they used to be 30k. So that's another interesting feature. And then we could hop into one of the, I'm gonna do this in my full review, hopping into Town Center there, and we can try out some single player. But yeah, like I said, this is just a first look. I just wanted to play the game for maybe 15 minutes and just see how everything runs, and show you guys the new features. And then obviously later today, hopefully I will have a full review up on the channel where you can, I'll kind of discuss whether or not it's worth it, if you already have the game or if you're just picking it up for the first time, and if you're new to the franchise, all that good stuff. So make sure to stay tuned for that. They look like they still have the challenges here, which is good. So that's cool. And like I said, that is going to wrap up this video. So I hope you enjoyed. And we can still do emotes. It's all good. And I'll see you guys in my full review later on today. And then hopefully, like I said, I'm going to be doing some more videos and guides on the game, because I know a lot of you haven't played BFN before. So this is good. This is a good opportunity. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.